With a face for radio and a voice for newspapers, it's the Walt Bonetti Podcast.
Welcome to episode 35 of the Walt Bonetti Podcast for February 25th. The Walt Bonetti Podcast is brought to you by the Original Italian Pie of Kenner, 3600 Williams Boulevard, just a little bit north of West Esplanade. You can dine in or call them, 469-4999, and they'll have your order ready for pickup, or they will deliver to your home or your office. On today's podcast, more senseless violence in the French Quarter. Pope Francis talks tough, but no real action from the sex abuse summit. History will be made Wednesday on the Bonnie Carey spillway. John Bell Edwards releases his wish list, and another mail carrier gets busted for stealing mail. But first, these quick hits. An innocent woman was shot and killed on Bourbon Street early Sunday morning after a gun was fired during an altercation between a security guard and an alleged drug dealer at Willie's Chicken Shack. The suspect and the guard were wounded. The woman killed, Julie Couvion, attended Mardi Gras parades and then went with friends for a night out on Bourbon Street. Couvion was a nurse with Ochsner and a mother. The shooter was allegedly attempting to sell drugs at Willie's Chicken Shack when he was approached by a security guard and asked to leave the premises. When he refused, an altercation ensued, and the shooter grabbed the security guard's gun and fired randomly. NOPD responded within about 10 seconds of the shots being fired. This type of action defines the word senseless. First of all, it was an innocent woman who got killed. Second of all, you have police everywhere in the French Quarter, especially during Mardi Gras. So what do you think? You're going to fire a gun and be able to escape? How does that work? How can people be that stupid and think like that? The French Quarter itself is only about 1 square mile, and there's 350 plus ABOs in that area alone. So you have to know going in there's a heightened police presence, especially during Mardi Gras, and there's even more private security guards in a lot of the businesses. Firing a gun in an environment like that just makes zero sense. You got caught trying to sell your drugs. Just leave. Go someplace else. You can't escape. It's not going to happen. At a sexual abuse summit, Pope Francis vowed to confront abusers with, quote, the wrath of God, but failed to offer a concrete plan to hold bishops accountable. 190 bishops and religious superiors attended the summit. Many sexual abuse victims and victims' rights organizations were extremely disappointed that Pope Francis did not offer a plan and that little came out of the sexual abuse summit. The Army Corps of Engineers will open the Bonnie Carey spillway Wednesday. It will be the first time that the Corps has opened the spillway in consecutive years. It's the 13th time overall that it has been opened, and the third time in the last 4 years. The Corps will initially open 38 bays, and they are projected to remain open for at least a month. Continued rain up north has caused higher than normal water levels this early in the year. Typically, the spillway has opened later in the spring, from late March through May, although in 2016 the Corps opened it up in January. Regis Prograis has a date and an opponent for his next fight in the World Boxing Super Series tournament, but a venue has yet to be determined. Prograis will fight Kirill Relkish on April 27th. Prograis is 23-0 with 19 knockouts, and his last 2 fights were in New Orleans. And now this. When I go out to eat, I want to eat something that's good and good for me, and I also want to be satisfied. I don't want to leave the restaurant hungry. That doesn't happen at the Original Italian Pie of Kenner. They have incredible food and an extensive menu. Whether you want a salad, a sandwich, a calzone, a wrap, pasta, or pizza, they have it all at the Original Italian Pie of Kenner. And it is all made fresh for you with the freshest possible ingredients. Make sure you check it out. The Original Italian Pie of Kenner, 3600 Williams Boulevard. You can dine in or call them, 469-4999. That's 469-4999, and they'll have your order ready for pickup, or they will deliver it to your home or your business. That's the Original Italian Pie of Kenner, 3600 Williams Boulevard. Call them, 469-4999, or you can order online at orderitalianpie.com and eat some great food.
And that's why they were such vicious killers. Oh, he couldn't masturbate because his arms are too short. They feared him from Kilpatrick down to Galway Bay Port. Luckily, he found a wife so he could have sex. The non-masturbating Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Walt Bonetti.
Welcome back. Thanks again for spending part of your day with the podcast. Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards unveiled his over $30 billion proposed budget Friday. As expected, it includes a $1,000 pay raise for teachers and $500 for support staff. It's an election year, so there won't be some of the nonsense that we've had the last 4 years, with 3 special sessions and a tax increase and all that crap. The governor is proposing an additional $140 million for K-12 education, and his budget will fully fund TOPS. This year's budget is an increase of about $800 million over last year's, with most of the money coming from the federal government for Medicaid payments. State employees will also get a raise. Hey, I said it's an election year, right? That happens. Until the Revenue Estimating Committee actually defines how much revenue the state has. This is really just a proposed wish list from the governor. In addition, the upcoming legislative session begins April 8th. And I'm sure Republicans will start the political bashing as they dissect the budget and attempt to weaken the governor's re-election bid. And some of the legislators have ideas of their own. Some want more money for teachers and for support staff at schools. Some want to fund pre-K education. And some have other priorities as well. We'll see how the give and take goes and how much of it is just, like I said, political bashing and trying to weaken the governor.
Now, the Walt Bonetti Podcast Dumbass of the Day.
Today we have 3 dumbasses of the day. 3 men were arrested at LSU after they stole a John Deere utility vehicle from the football locker room and drove it around campus at 2:30 a.m. Sunday morning. Tyler Jones of Mandeville, Robert Nicholas of Mandeville, and Darrell Lawley of Lacombe were charged with 1 count each of theft of a motor vehicle. Lawley was also charged with DWI. He was the driver. His blood alcohol level was .162, over twice the legal limit. I mean, really, you thought driving around in a little LSU vehicle around campus you would go unnoticed? Somebody wouldn't see you? Police wouldn't see you? Come on now. How stupid is that? A letter carrier is in jail after getting caught stealing cash and gift cards from people's mail. Courtney Duplessis pled guilty after she was caught in a sting operation after customers complained that their mail wasn't being delivered. She faces 5 years in prison and a fine for theft of mail. Duplessis opened envelopes in her truck and stored stolen cash in her bra. Really? She was caught on videotape at Target and Walmart using stolen gift cards and in a restaurant using marked cash that she pulled out of her bra. Well, that puts a wrap on today's podcast. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, story ideas, or topics, please email me, waltbradio@gmail.com. That's waltbradio@gmail.com. Don't forget to support our sponsor, the Original Italian Pie of Kenner, 3600 Williams Boulevard. You can dine in or call them 469-4999. That's 469-4999. Or you can order online at orderitalianpie.com. And they'll have your order ready for pickup, or they will deliver it to your home or your business. As we tell you every day, please go out and be a blessing. Change someone's life today. You can do it. You really can. Thanks for listening.
Walt Bonetti.